I think you're on. I think our loop isn't going through. I think
Are we froze up?
Richards is getting a lot of publication tonight.
Well, you check that out while I read the sponsors. All right, gonna run through our sponsors again like we always do. We're gonna start at the bottom, go up. We went the other way last time. So we're gonna start at the bottom with Lumber Lounge and Garage with Bench Racing with Shane and Snow. Their show could be starting here right shortly. I think they usually try to start around 8:30. Look them up and give them a listen. Got a lot of good information. They're a lot of fun to listen to. Next up is Hero Haven. Everything they do for the vets, the first responders, the trips they take them on. Had a vet holding the flag at Huset's every night this year for the national anthem. Heartland Hardware and Appliance out of Brandon, South Dakota. George and Hayward in Iowa. Give them a look. I think their ad used to say they'll match any price out there.
Yeah, I'm just saying Rob Benignan is really good. They do a lot of commercial stuff now also. They're into a bunch of the rentals and stuff like that. I mean, he buys so much stuff. He can beat pretty much everybody in Sioux Falls. I almost will promise you, I didn't say promise.
That's a good way to cover your backside.
Almost promise you that if you go to Rob over in Brandon, his new shop, he'll give you the best price in Sioux Falls.
All right. From there, we got Fulkins Brothers Trucking. Thanks for everything they do for us and racing throughout the whole darn country. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, micros, midgets, sprint cars,
anything,
pulling tractors. Be Wiser, by Kaiser. Turn 2 Lodge in Knoxville. Literally, like I say every time, just blocked down from the track. You got a place you can rent and stay in, walk to the races, walk home after you've had a few too many. Huset Speedway. We got Doug Johnson on next week, I believe. Got some announcements to talk about, so that'll be kind of fun to hear there. S2F, start to finish, another streaming service. Power Eye, Port City, several other tracks. I know they had 6 races last weekend on their streaming service. I know there's more this weekend yet. My Race Pass, something you have to have if you're into racing. You can follow just about every race in the country and see how they're timing, how the races are going. You can follow it. It gives it lap by lap updates. Morning Sun Marketplace, great big flea market out in central Pennsylvania. Rick and Sue Fritz run the place. Mount Tabor Cabinetry, also out in central Pennsylvania. Give Chris Fissel a call. He'll fix you up. He'll remodel new ones, whatever, new house. Both of them are right in, let's just say, the Gettysburg area. Real close. Gettysburg is a town everybody knows, so that's the area. Rapid Graphics over in Rock Rapids, Iowa. Get your cars lettered for next year for racing season. Get signs made. A little bit of everything. Give the man a call. Hawk Wings up in Jackson, Minnesota. Build you a wing for pretty much everything you want to race. Look them up. Give them a shout.
You know the Be Wiser by Kaiser?
Yep.
You know what I think of every time you say that? Do you remember the Budweiser commercial with the frog?
Bud.
Wise.
That one?
That one.
Okay.
Be Wiser by Kaiser.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, Phil.
Yeah, we're going down a dark hole now, bud.
Yep, I can't believe our host isn't laughing about that.
Our guest. We're the host.
Oh, okay.
Our guest.
All right, here we go.
Maybe he hung up on us, got tired of us.
Yeah, who knows? Oh, I just
heard there he's giggling now. So we're all right. We got her now.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, we're at Hoagie's Garage, and we have none other than Brady Donnohue on. How you doing?
Not too shabby. Yourself? Appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's about time we have you on.
Right? Yeah, well, we met at IMCA banquet last year, so yeah, cool to finally have me on, I guess, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. How old of a guy are you, Brady?
I'm a whopping 22 years old. I turned 22 in June, so halfway to 23 now, pretty much.
Oh yeah, we're halfway to 23 too, ain't we, bud?
Yeah.
Let's see, how many 23s? I'm not quite to my third 23.
Brady, how'd you get started with racing?
So I kind I grew up around it like most kids, I guess it seems like nowadays. My dad he's never a driver. His dream was to drive, but, so, I grew up just going to the track, doing racetrack kid stuff. I wasn't, like, ever really into it, thinking I was going to drive at a point, I guess you could say. But my dad got his first sprint car, I think in like 2011, and it was just kind of something to do, on the weekend, go race with a hired driver. The first guy to actually drive my dad's car was Mark Dobmeyer at Cedar Lake.
Oh, okay.
And so we did that for a few years and a couple different drivers, and then it got a little more serious, so we ran with Davey Heskin. That was kind of like our first, I guess, Polish time driver. We ran him for like 2 or 3 years, just him, nobody else. Yeah, my dad kind of wanted to help him out too, as he was running pretty good at Knoxville at that time too, so help him get more laps and whatnot. And then it got even more serious, and my dad didn't think one car was fun enough, so we added a second one to the mix and raced those two. And like I said, I was still young, and that was about 2015-ish, 16. I mean, it's crazy to look at the drivers that drove for my dad back then, like Dominic Selzy, Justin Henderson hopped in it for a few nights, Tim Kading ran at Ogilvy, and ran the Nationals with Jack Hobshield. It's so cool to think about that, like now looking back and cherish those moments. But anyway, I got my first lap in a 360 when I was 14 years old. Did that, and I tested a lot in a sprint car before I even had my first race, which was probably like 4 or 5 years later. But I started out in flat cars, did that for a bit. Micro, ran that for maybe a year or so. I really didn't have a crazy like go-kart or micro career, it's just local track. I always ran like mid backpack. My dad always put me in, stuff that I wasn't gonna win. More so he wanted to teach me like power control. So one night in like the micro, he would just have the left front just cranked up or whatever, just see if I could even feel difference or whatever, I couldn't tell. I was just trying to get the thing going in a circle. But
Gee,
experiment failed, Dad.
Thanks for giving me a crappy car, Dad.
I mean, we didn't even change the tire on any of our cars. I mean, the micro ass, you try to groove, probably pop the tire. Yeah. So, no, I had my first race in 2021 at Cedar Lake, and I ran like an LS-based sprint car engine package there, and only ran probably 10 races for like 2 or so years, and then, went 305 in last year, and that's what I'd consider, I guess, my first full year in the sprint car. I think I ended up running almost 40 races or so, unexpected, but pretty cool, and obviously everything that I accomplished, didn't even plan on running for anything, just having fun and racing wherever I could, and I guess the chips let them fall where they may, and worked out pretty good, I'd say.
I would say so. Before we get too carried away, I mentioned earlier Snow was probably doing his show. He must not, because he's watching ours. So, hey, Snow. He said, what's up, guys? And then Jamie said we should have this Pat Donnohue on. Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Okay, well, you were putting you in charge of seeing if Dad would be interested in being on our show.
Oh, I'm sure you get him on.
Okay.
You got enough free time now. I think you can manage that.
Free time now?
Oh yeah.
It's off season,
He's
so.
retired.
Oh man.
He's over 50.
Easy now.
Yeah, he's pretty old then.
Yeah,
Jeez.
geez, both of us, so.
Age is just a number now, okay?
That's right.
That's what people keep telling me, but boy, there's some mornings when I'm getting out of bed where that age seems to be up there a long ways.
I feel the same way, and I'm not even 30 yet. I gotta go to bed right now.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I took a nap after dinner after I tried to pull my tooth and didn't get her pulled, so
Oh.
we took a nap after dinner.
Yeah, well, you got a rough life, though.
I know it is. I got to drive all the way over here to do this terrible podcast show that we do and bother people, but
So,
Yeah.
so when did you say you said you got into 360 first, but when did you decide to go 305?
So we were racing, like when we were racing back then, we were racing 360s. That was kind of a good class around here. It's really strong. I mean, they full fields almost every night, and guys would travel, you know, and so that's kind of what I started out in. And then by that time, it was like 2018ish. 360s were kind of on the downtrend. And so I got more into it, where I started driving, and my dad he still loved racing, but he wasn't as much into it as he was previously. So I kind of took more reins of it, you know, because when you start to become a driver, you get more into it, you know, and start working on. Like I wasn't even working on the cars back then. I was just going to the races and kind of just watching. So I got more into it, and the mechanics of the car and whatnot, and so I mean, I guess you could kind of say maybe I kept the fire going in him and driving, because he was actually gonna probably quit after that year and just go boating on the weekend or whatnot, you know. But no, I guess I kept him going because I wanted to drive. So yeah, I mean. So anyway, yeah, to answer your question, so 360s were dying, and they had the LS thing going, and so we did that, and the 305s grew a lot more, and they're always pretty strong out in like Sioux Falls or whatnot, and so it's a good starting class to learn, and they pull a lot of cars, and it's good competition. And you can't beat it. And like I was only as good as my competition around here, so yeah, I had to spread my wings and get over there to Huset's and down to Eagle, really see how good I am and get better, because my end goal is a 410 and to be competitive in that, and obviously hopefully one day be on an outlaw tour, and
So
most kids.
So do you guys still have some 410s in the shed or anything when the time comes, or did we get rid of them?
So we got one 410 right now. So we ran 410s previously. For like we did the Outlaw Show. Our first 410 race actually, pretty crazy story, is in 2021. Our cars are sitting, and my dad. You've heard of Kevin Fry, haven't you? Out in PA. He is crew chief on the Tron car for so he was with Chase Dietz with the Tron car at the time, and my dad and him talked quite a little bit here and there, and it was actually the weekend of the Tuscarora 50. He called up Kevin, and they were just, chit-chatting, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just, gonna go to the races. He's like, oh, who's driving? Oh, we're just gonna go watch. And the cars are sitting there, and like, oh, why don't you have Chase driving? And we just kind of figured they were running the Tuscarora 50. You're like, no, we're saving our equipment. Well, okay. So we flew them out on a Friday and got them fitted in the car, and went and raced Saturday at Cedar Lake with the IRA, and I think we ran fourth that night, and flew home Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. and yeah, it's cool. It's just cool. It's cool because look where he is now. He built his own team, got a good ride, and just won his first outlaw race, which is super cool. I'm super happy for him. And it's cool to see like people that drove our car and where they are now. Like Dominic Selby, for example. Like there's a lot more to our team than just like me, and. Like we ran with Dom back in 2016 when no one really knew who he was, I guess, and went out on the road and went back to California and damn near won everything,
Yeah.
He was freaking winning.
Where guys go.
Winning 10 pounds of bacon like every night.
Yeah, it's insane. It's just insane to think about.
And
Being
I think
connected to people like that. So
I think we got Chase on next week, don't we?
We do. We have Chase Dietz on next week, so
that's awesome. He's super awesome, dude.
yeah.
So,
We've had him on before.
Yeah, we maybe had him on twice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So.
But we just wanted to reach out to him again because now he's riding with somebody else and he's doing so well,
Yeah.
you know, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's super rad for him.
Yeah. So, just as a reminder, when you're with your 305, you've had a lot of success. So tell us some about your success that you've had.
Yeah, so last year was the first year run with 305. I ended up winning the Houston championship, along with the rookie of the year with that, which like we didn't even plan on running the whole season. We're like 2 races left. We haven't wrecked anything there. Oh, we're in the point leader. Oh, kind of gotta go for it now, you know. And
I wonder.
yeah, super cool, unexpected. And don't get me wrong, it's still hard to do. And then I ended up winning the IMCA National Deal 2 Rookie of the Year, and I guess I didn't realize how big of a deal it really was until after the fact that I won it, you know. And it's still kind of crazy to think about, you know. I still remember, I just played the other day Houston Steelers in a World Outlaw game. It's just crazy to think I'm actually track champ there.
I wonder how many times there's been a track champion that's rookie of the year at the same time throughout anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody else.
I'm sure there's got to be one somewhere, but they're just.
You would think, right?
But I mean, it's not common by any means. Normally, a rookie is not going to win the track championship. So that is really cool. That is a heck of a feather to have in your hat, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I'm all that great yet, but someone else has got to be able to do it if I can do it. I think.
and you almost backed it up with winning again this year if it wasn't for goddamn Dylan.
Yeah, like that one wreck hunt obviously hurt us. I thought I was done for after that, so it's kind of even crazy to think I was even in the hunt for it after that. Being, I had a DNF on my, deal or whatever.
Yeah.
No, Dylan's a good friend. I'm happy he won it. I mean, if it wasn't me, I'd rather be him, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Super happy. He earned it. He raced a lot, raced everywhere this year. And got a lot better. And I think I only ran like 25 or so races this year. I think he ran like 40 or something. So no, he earned it. He deserved it, and I'm happy for him. It was cool to see the progression from him from last year. Last year being his first year too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Damn near could say we had 2 rookies win back-to-back championships at Huset's. Because he didn't run a full season last year, did he? At Huset's?
Pretty close.
Was it?
He did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a year ago.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year. Usually there's always talk when
Sophomore
college always
jinx,
talk
right?
about a sophomore jinx or a sophomore slump, but he must not have had one of them.
Well, neither did Brady this year.
No, that's true.
So they just, yeah. So who all helps you on your car? Obviously your dad, but your sister helps a lot too, right?
Yeah, so she runs all the media, which is a lot of work, so happy to have her there, and she helps out with, miscellaneous stuff at the track. There's always something to do. But no, it's really just me, my dad, and my sister. That's it, and being I am towing, 4 or 5 hours away, my mom doesn't come. The funny thing is, the 2 nights she went to Houston side and went winning, so it worked out pretty good. Actually, no, sorry. She was there this year, and that was like one of the only times she won. She went this year is the night I won. Sorry. Last year she didn't go and I won, but yeah, so super cool for them to get out there and be a part of that. But no, most of the time it's just me, my dad, my sister, and throughout the week, I do all the car maintenance, all that stuff, and just like Dylan too, you know, like he's pretty much a one-man band, so he understands it. I understand what I mean, just like everybody, but so like I take care of everything during the week. My dad does tires. He's a tire, you know, scientist or whatever you want to call it. That's like his thing, and that's all awesome. Because tires are a lot of work, and there's a lot going on there, and so he takes care of all the tires, which you know I'm good with.
Yeah,
No kidding.
I don't like tires, so but no, like that's just little core group, just three.
So did you say it before? But where do we call home? Where do you live at?
I live in Arden Hills, Minnesota. I think Grace Pass says Circle Pines, which I just leave because it sounds cooler, I guess. But no, I'm actually from Arden Hills, which is about 10 miles out of Twin Cities, which you know some people might sound a little sketchy, but no, it's a nice neighborhood.
Some people would call sketchy. I guarantee you, two guys from Lester and Rock Rapids, we might call it sketchy. I'm just saying.
If there's more than 5,000 people living there, it's too big for me and Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's about 9,000 or so here, I think.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
getting up there a long ways.
Yeah, I mean, I could just almost look out the window and watch the city burn down like a few years ago.
Because, you know, I moved to the big city in Lyon County, and I think that's 2,500 or something.
Yeah.
3,000.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's the big city
Yeah,
over there.
I'm kidding.
Have you ever raced at Rapid Speedway?
No, I was maybe gonna get out there this year, but my God, there's been a lot of rubbered up racetracks, and
Yeah.
I would have rubbered like twice, you know. But I'll get there someday, maybe in the 410 next year. So
I would say Rapid Speedway got a little bit of a bad rap this year because the first night it rubbered up, and that's the first time, you know, last year they didn't have a race, so that was the first time after a flood. And to be honest, it maybe rubbered up what, Tobe, 3 times all year?
Probably while we were there.
I mean,
They had good racing. There was a lot of
they
good
did.
racing going on.
So
yeah,
it got a little bit.
I got a bad taste. I gotta get.
Where'd you go? Hello.
Hello?
There
Yeah,
you are.
there we are
You're
again.
back.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But no, I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth, I guess, after hearing the first couple races win. So, I actually watched some videos of it towards the end of the year, and it looked like a pretty fun racetrack. So
It is.
I'll get down there sometime eventually. But, Houston's was kind of like my main priority, I guess. You know.
Yep.
Kind of had to try to back it up, and I only got one motor, so I don't really want to, I guess, chance that if anything were to happen to it, and I'd be sitting idle.
Yep.
Yeah. You have the Myers. What do you have?
I have a Brody. I'm one of one. Nobody has what I have out there, and that's awesome because it was neat. So they've been. His son Scott races 410, kind of getting going there. He's always out for miles too, so they've been pretty loyal to us. So he let me run his 360 a few years ago, and then we ran their 410 before. So it's hard not to stay loyal to a guy like that who's helping us get going. So yeah, I had him build my 305, and sure I could have went out and paid the same for like a Myers or a Speedway or whatever, and did just as good. But if I do have a problem, he's out from my house. I know he's going to take care of me. And like I said, I also got what nobody else has got too.
Yeah.
So that's and sure it might put me on an island or whatever, but I mean, I feel like we all know what we're kind of doing in a way, so
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out great.
So when you say
very happy with how that went.
when you say one of one, is it like the only 305 they've ever built, or what?
Yep, so that's actually the first brand new motor from hand filter they built for anybody, and a 305 as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a nice piece. I mean, like most people, maybe I guess they go and they buy a used motor and then they open up the can of worms and they're putting more money into it. And if I'm spending a bunch of money on a motor, I want to make it nice and right and last a long time. So
Yep.
same motor I ran for 2 years. I think I ended up putting almost 80, 70 nights on it. So I mean, it did me well. I actually just sold it last week, I think. So
Okay.
it's off to Indiana.
There you go.
Obviously, though, the Brody motor, it works good for you. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything either.
Yeah, it was a great little piece, man. I mean, I didn't have a problem with that thing. I mean, I hated to see it go, but I gotta get on to bigger and better things,
Yeah.
Your car wraps.
Yes.
First of all,
who
who comes up with them? And they're kind of have some crazy sayings on them a little bit, don't they?
A little bit, more maybe now than later, but.
So explain.
Yeah, so my dad, he sandblasts and paints stuff for a living, and actually back in the day, like when I was really young, he did a lot of stuff for the NHRA pro stock bike guys. So he'd paint the bikes, he did a bunch of helmets. I think he even did helmet for Armstrong Brown back in the day. So he's very skilled artist. So he painted my racing helmet in the day. So we paint all our own cars, we sticker all our own cars. So yeah, I mean, he's always wanting to do something different. If he could change the color every race on my sprint car, he would. But it just ain't got the time.
No, I
Like
guess
when we were racing back home, we'd only run like 10 races or whatever. My car would be literally different every time it goes to the track. We'd have like 2 or 3 weeks off, so we had the time to change the paint scheme. It'd be like, hey, park the car, and I'm like, oh no, what's going on? Like, we're changing the chassis color.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Strip
So
the car,
I got
kid.
good at building cars, yeah. I got good at building cars. Not so much that I was wrecking everything, but cars changing color.
Well, me and Bud would be good help taking it apart, but you'd have to put it back together yourself.
Yeah, I can always use a hand.
We can tear anything
Amy's
apart.
doing some work for me now too, which is nice.
Oh.
No, so yeah, I think we changed paint schemes at least 2 or 3 times this year. But no, we actually did a tractor car 3 years ago. It was kind of hodgepodge last minute. I think the paint was drying on the way to the track. So we wanted to do it up nice, and we ended up wrecking the car or whatever. And funny enough, we were going to do the tractor car anyway, whether it's leaving the track on a hook or in the box all in one piece. So that was happening anyway. And so you want to do one and make it nice. And yeah, and Larry's septic service is on the side. We dig your shit. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Everybody calls my dad Larry, so we just kind of ran with the Larry's deal. It's kind of weird to say, but it's not even a real sponsor, so it's a good problem to have, but like I'm getting more legit sponsors. It's taking up all our fun space, like the big sticker on the top wing, the Making Bad Decisions. I think he found that in like a Zoomies or something back in the day, and we kind of recreated some stuff and made it our own. And let that fly around. That's like our logo almost, like if the sponsor wants that spot, they're gonna have to pay big money to let that go.
Oh my gosh.
He likes to have fun with it and whatever, and it's cool, and it's hard for like people like, oh, I need a T-shirt of that car. It's like, sorry, this car just came out today. My car was done color last week.
So your dad paints them all? They're not wraps?
So actually, yeah. I mean, not total wraps, like the pinstriping and stuff is sticker, but base colors, all paint. Actually, you've seen what my tractor car looks like, right? The big boom on it. So that boom's actually all paint, and on the wing and arm guard and the tank, just because you can't match vinyl to paint, and that's actually Caterpillar yellow on that car. So it's a legit tractor on there painted.
That is awesome.
Yeah, because the painting stuff that's a lost art anymore in the racing world.
Yeah, right. And these cars get so beat up and stuff, and it just doesn't make sense to put nice paint on a race car, unless you're running the Knoxville Nationals or something, But,
Yeah.
we got all this paint, left over from jobs and stuff, so we just working on the race car.
Because there was years ago, Fulkins, the guy used to letter their trucks, and he lettered a bunch of their cars that they sponsored too. And all I can remember, they called him Fruff. I don't know if that was his last name or what.
Nickname or what it was.
I have no idea. I never did know the whole name, but yeah, that guy could come and they could run that damn little fine brush down there and make the neatest damn pinstripes and lettering and stuff. It was always fun to watch.
Yeah. People think it's funny, but people drop. My dad also paints like other people's race cars.
Yep.
But he'll spray the frames with a big airless gun that he used to paint like houses with. People just shake their head like, dude, God, how does it look so good after it used to be dripping paint off it, which mine do now, but like you actually run like your fingers underneath like my down tubes. It's just full of like motocross whoops. It's just runs everywhere. He's like, it'll never rust.
It'll never rust. It'll look good going around the track.
Yep. I got a wing, I think, God, it's just, one time we had to peel, like, I think, 7 layers of, like, vinyl off of it. Just because we just kept putting stickers, and then you spray the paint over the stickers, and then put more stickers on top, and
Well,
probably added about 100 pounds of the top.
I was gonna say, you're making weight that way.
Oh, yeah.
Better rescale the
Well,
car
making
when
weight.
better rescale it when you take all them stickers off.
Oh, yeah. So weight's no problem now.
Bert, going back to painting, Berto used to do a lot of painting too.
Yeah,
I don't know if he does it anymore or not. I haven't seen for a while. He painted the numbers on my sign truck at work.
Yep.
We had to have a number 2 on it.
Yep.
And I like the hand paint. Just adds a little character to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes it look nice in the shop for it too.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. And like I said, like you said, it's got the motocross bumps and stuff on the paint, but ain't nobody gonna see that as you're going around the track.
That's right.
The color looks good. It's like my old pickup outside. I say she's a really nice 20-footer. You get up close to it, and then you see the rock chips and the bicycle scratches down the side from the kids over the years and me, but she looks good from 20 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if we're that good yet at 20, but we're 50. We're 50 foot good.
50, we can't even focus that far away anymore.
Oh. What's gonna happen next year? Staying 305? When are you thinking of jumping to a 410 sometime? What's the plans out there?
Yeah, so plan is 410 next year. Like I said a bit ago, I just sold my 305, so that was the only one I had, so that's gone. And so I got my feet wet this year. It was really last minute actually. I wasn't even gonna race it, but Jared Manor, it's here, like it's like I want to win that race so bad. And that's kind of like one of the bigger 410 races around my neck of the woods over here. And so I had a deal kind of lined up, and I gotta thank Mike Sandvig for staying true to his word. He let me borrow a motor to go race that race at the end of the year, and got 2 nights in with the IRA. And man, there's 45 cars or so there the first night, and I was just hoping to make it in the feature, and I ended up making the show there and started 11th. I fell back a bit, and yeah, it's weird nowadays, these sprint cars in the 410, they got these things called wing sliders. You actually move the wings forward and back. You might forget about that, coming from on the 305 being just putter wherever you want before you start the race, and that's it. So after like lap 20, I figured out I had that thing and worked that wing back a little more and play its car on the track. So yeah, that was fun to play with. But I got my feet wet with that at the end of the year, which was super cool. Did a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So that was kind of you know, a little, I guess, confidence booster, or reassuring that you can be competitive. And it's crazy, you know. I was battling for 15th with Carson McCarl and Jake Blackhurst and Jake Newman, like all three really solid guys, you know. So to be dicing it up with them a little bit, and you know, not you know, being, I guess, just laughed, you know, or in the way, you know. So that was cool. But no, next year, working on some, you know, figuring out some stuff with motors or whatnot, because that's a big step. You know, that's no secret. Going from the 305 to 410, you gotta have your motor program dialed in, and you know, and when we make the jump, we want to be ready for it and not be going back to 305. You know, and in my opinion, the back and forth deal, jumping back, you know, it develops that habit. So once we get to the 410, we're there to stay, and so yeah, that's what we're doing moving forward. Probably not gonna run for points anywhere next year. Just kind of hit some, you know, maybe NOSA shows and IRA, and you know, just learn how to race the 410. You know, because it does racing drive a lot different. So and see how it goes. You know, play it by ear. So yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Will you bring it to Houston at all, or will you stay away from the wall with the 410 for a year?
Oh, I have no problem with the wall. It's fairly nice to me the past few years, other than my first year in sprint car. I actually took out 10 feet of concrete, so you like. I own a part of the wall there.
10 feet, that's wrecking a lot of it.
Yeah.
You hit hard.
That was a big one. I don't like talking about that, but it's kind of funny to talk about now, honestly. But no, we might get out to Houston. Who knows? Like, want to do this, you know, smart, and don't want to just go out there and start wrecking everything. Right?
Oh yeah,
so We'll see how it goes, and you know, it starts getting ugly real quick. You know, tame her down. So, but no, who knows? We might get off the uses, might not. More than likely, we probably will at some point.
Sure, just maybe not first night out in the 410.
Jackson will be better. It's closer.
Yeah. Like I said, who knows? You know, the way me and my dad always race, like, even if I'm not capable, the car's got to be capable to win. Or else we're not going. You know, like, if we're doing it right. You know.
Yeah.
Give me the best shot to do the best I can out there, because again, it is like I feel like at the end of this year, you know, when I ran the 410, it was kind of an audition, you know, and like I had a really good motor, everything was there for me to do good, you know, and I mean, put yourself on the map a little bit too, you know, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So.
That's awesome.
Trying to give me the best shot.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you don't want to come to Houston, Jamie says that you can crew for her on the weekends or crew for Lee on the weekends.
Yeah, I got to do that a little bit over at Arlington. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Evidently, you must have done all right. You're welcome to do it some more, she says, so.
Oh, yeah. Lee wouldn't let me touch his car, but I got to push him around the track.
Here's a fun fact about Lee. Do you know how he checks shocks?
I don't know, but he's got about 100 buckets in his trailer full of shocks.
He's got 5-gallon buckets of shocks, and he grabs them and pushes them in and pulls them out, and he's like, "Yep, that's the one I want."
Man, he should come to my house and dine all my shocks with his hands.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I have to invite him up and have him bring Jamie along. You can take somewhere up in Minneapolis is supposed to have probably good sushi. That's what she likes to eat, so.
Yeah, speaking of sushi, my sister brought me to a sushi place. It's like a sushi train, you sit there and there's a like conveyor belt of sushi going around. You just pick out like the sushi you want to eat, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
I went to a sushi place the other day, but I didn't eat sushi. I ate the cook's
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. No
But
way.
sushi was an option.
Yeah, I wrestled for like 6 or so years, so I'm just happy to eat food nowadays.
What the heck?
Were
is
you
it?
any good?
Like, I was okay, you know. It was something I just kind of did to fill a void. I was a gymnast for like 10 years before that, and so I kind of got, I'm gonna say burnt out, but that's when I was, I guess, kind of into doing good at school at the moment. So I kind of scaled back from that, and my gym coach in middle school was the head wrestling coach at the high school. He was like trying to get kids to join the middle school team. I was like, what do I got to lose, right? So I did that. And
Wait.
it was a quick 13-second match against this kid named Manish Morgan. His dad is Marty Morgan, who was the head coach at the U at the time, and actually Brock Lesnar's head coach for UFC stuff forever. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. So I ended up doing that and went to the high school team in 8th grade, and wrestled all there. And
So what the heck did you wrestle? Like the 105 class, or what class were you in?
I was 120 freshman. Then I did like 145, 52 my junior year, and I actually did not wrestle my senior year because COVID happened. But I was like, I gotta pick one or the other. I'm either going racing or I'm going wrestling.
Yeah.
I loved racing, and I just liked wrestling. I just kind of did in the winter to stay fit or whatever. I never did it in the summer, but I feel like I could have been. I obviously could have been a way better wrestler if I, did the camps in the summer and stuff. But it's just something to fill the void in the winter because there's not much going on really. So.
No.
Gotta find indoor things to do around here in the
Yeah.
wintertime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but no,
what-
it was awesome, and I was learning from super, good guys like Marty Morgan, and they're always bringing guys, college kids from the U to wrestle, so I was getting good info. Like honestly, if I went to a different high school, I wouldn't wrestle. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah,
That's
it was a
awesome.
good experience.
We had another comment mentioned on our page here. Something about you broke a pedal when you got in.
I what?
Oh, it says he broke the pedal when he got in. Jamie said that.
Oh, yeah. So I had to sit in the 17 car at Arlington. How could I not? I had to feel like royalty for one night sitting in Lee's car. So I got my little butt in there, and yeah, I don't know. Lee said I broke his mounts on his frame for his pedal, but it was loose when I got in there. We ended up throwing some zip ties around the master cylinder to hold it in there, but I don't think it mattered because he ended up winning the race anyway. So
Sounds like Lee. Zip ties,
yeah.
straighten the frame with forklift.
Jamie's just blowing smoke.
Well, she did have that laughy face with the tears on it or whatever. So,
I gotta ask though, you were a gymnast, so can you do like backflips and all that stuff? I mean, how come we don't see that on Victory Lane?
Well, I'm not as flexible as I used to be. I still go to the trampoline park every once in a while, but that wears me out pretty quick, actually. But, no, I was actually on a team for a while. Yeah, so my sister was actually on it. She did gymnastics. It was actually funny. My sister, Max, she goes to races every week with me. She kind of followed my footsteps. Like when I was a gymnast, she was a gymnast. I wrestled, and she actually wrestled too. She wrestled on the team with me, and then she's into racing too. But no, I do some backflips and twists and stuff. Little mushroom thing, that's fun too. Whipping around that and on the horse.
mushroom thing. What's a mushroom thing? I thought that was like bad drugs.
Oh yeah, I should probably be more specific. It's like, put your hands on your swing around. It's kind of just a pole sticking on the ground, like a matted circle, and you do circles around it and flares where you spread your legs and.
Yeah. I know what a flare is, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay.
A little bit different version than a pommel horse.
Yep. Yeah. I think there's like 6 or so things you do. You know, you got floor and stuff, the parallel bars and the rings. For the girls, they only have like 4 things they do in their routine. So.
Were you good on the rings? Those look nasty.
I was average. I wasn't sugarcoat it.
I couldn't hang straight down, let alone do that iron cross or whatever they call it.
That iron cross is hard, I'll tell you what.
She's toe. Look at you. Iron cross.
I watched the Olympics when
We
we were on,
freaking
bud.
know gymnastics, man. I tell you what.
We're multi. What are we're well versed in the world or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
there
how
you
you
go.
say it, but
Okay. But I was probably best at floor. I don't know, it's just a big open area. You just gotta, do the same routine.
Yeah. Dance around.
yeah, run around, do flips, and hopefully don't land on your head.
Yep, that's always the goal.
All right. Well,
you don't land on your head.
before we get into the rapid fire questions, we don't want to keep you all night long.
Oh, you're good.
Do you have apparel that's available anyway on the off season, or how do we do that?
Yeah, so I got a store fired up online. It's DonnohueDesignsRacing.com, and there's some shirts on there and koozies and whatnot, and and it's not just a story. There's also photos and stuff on there and about tab and whatnot. So
Okay,
you can find all that stuff.
I'm hard of hearing. Say the website again.
It's DonnohueDesignsRacing.com.
Okay.
Yep. So we are, Donnohue Designs Racing. So
Is
on
that?
the side of my hood usually too on the race car.
Yeah.
Because my dad's business is actually Donnohue Designs. So.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just,
That's cool. All right, let's hit you up with some rapid fire here. Let's find out a little bit more about you. What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
I'm chocolate, plain old chocolate. Don't do vanilla a whole lot, but I will if I have to.
You won't even eat a twist cone where it's chocolate and vanilla?
I'm just a little weird, I think. I don't know. Just one or the other. Let's not split them down the middle.
Just had to ask, because I like a good twist cone.
Oh,
They make a strawberry twist.
Have you ever thought, how that comes down? How does one side all stay white
I
and
can't figure it out.
one side's always white, one side's chocolate? How the heck they do that?
And it's a perfect line, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, we better Google it.
Impressive.
Huh?
It's almost impressive as a gas station running out of gas down the road from me.
I can honestly say I've never thought about it, bud.
Okay.
I didn't think about it either, and it happened.
It's just ice cream, so I eat it.
Right? It was a holiday, too.
Yeah. Really, they ran out on a holiday, huh?
Yep, all the pumps had the bagel room out of gas. I'm like, okay, think I'm not eat.
Town that big, there's got to be another gas station.
Alright, speaking of that, I actually ran out of gas in my dump truck yesterday, which is pretty funny. Oh, I thought I could make it. It started spitting and sputtering. I was about a mile from the gas station, too, so that kind of sucked.
Did you just push it?
No, I on an uphill incline, so that's why I gave out.
Yeah, you're
Push a dump truck.
supposed to fill them up before you start the day.
Well, the kid who I raced with, he had her half tank, and usually I fill it up, but he didn't. So I was seeing how far it could go. I was spreading its legs.
Testing the limits.
Yeah.
Hey, gosh dang it, you were close.
You're one of them that in your personal car, then it'll say how many miles till empty, and you like to run her down to the single digits, or what?
Actually, no, I'm full opposite. That's my dad, though. He'll just grab a different vehicle that's got gas in it.
Leave her empty for the next guy.
Sister's car. Yeah, he'll run her till she runs dry. He just got his truck back because he actually lost brakes the other other month, and he come pulling in, the truck smoking everywhere, and I about slipped and fell walking by in his truck. I'm like, dude, there's brake fluid all. He's like, yeah, I thought I couldn't stop. Must be out of fluid. I just rode her down to the fins.
Oh gosh.
Oh my, that'll do it.
Oh yeah.
All
the first time either.
All right, next question for you.
These are gonna take a long time.
That's all right. I have to work at 7 tomorrow, so. Cat or a dog person? What are you?
What'd you say?
Cat or a dog person?
Well, I love me some dogs, but we got 5 cats in this house, so I kind of have to go with that, I guess.
There you go. Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Yeah, I have a few. I love my RC cars. I'm big into that, boats and stuff. Yeah, it's been a lot of racing lately, you know. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a machinist for 2 years before what I do now. So you know, I built my own mule and stuff. I like making stuff. I'm pretty simple, man. Like I literally race, and if I'm not racing, I'm working in the garage or on something and playing my RC cars.
Yeah.
Um,
I knew a guy right here close to us that had a pretty nice RC track in his backyard, and then he like tore it out and put a damn putting green in or something. And,
yeah, I would never do that. I actually built a go-kart track in my backyard when I was younger with a 4-wheeler, and it was during summer break, and the cops showed up. I had a noise complaint, I guess, from the neighbors, and so mom and dad weren't home at all, and they come back, and there's a racetrack built in their backyard, and
oh, just snuck it in while they were gone. I see.
yeah, where'd all my grass go?
Saving you gas money, Dad. You don't have to spend so much on the mower now.
Well,
Right? Yeah, I had a whole berm built up on the side of the house, and last year my room actually got flooded. I built the berm about 4 feet on the siding, and the water ran in my room, so.
So you're using the house as a wall.
Yeah, I was actually. I got the siding actually half ripped off from the go-kart, so.
Oh, I bet Mom and Dad were super impressed with that.
Yeah, at least it's in the backyard. You can't see it from the road.
That's true.
kind of like Kyle Larson, you know, hitting the wall, getting some bite off the
Yeah.
wall.
Gotta get used to it.
There you go.
Sooner or later.
That's why he's not afraid of the wall at Houston.
Evidently not.
Freaking, he's used to running off the house.
Oh God!
Not everybody can say they've run off the side of the house before.
No.
No, I haven't thought about probably and all that.
Oh, some people probably say they've ran into a house, but not used it as a cushion.
No, I've yet to go up and over off the house.
Keep building that cushion. Let's see if you can go over it.
I don't know if I'm getting over it, but I'll get through it.
If you start rippling up the shingles on top, you might want to tone her down a little bit.
Yeah, there you
Then
go.
your wall's too high.
Boy, that's about 50 feet up. I hope I don't get that high.
Well, you keep racing long enough, you keep building the berm up, build the wall up.
Get a hole like you said.
There you go. Oh goodness. How about a favorite movie?
God, I'm kind of dirty, but movie 43 was pretty funny.
Okay, that must be must not be a PG movie. I'm taking it.
Oh no, it's not. It's not at all. I highly recommend it though.
Okay.
If you watch, you'd probably be like, "What the heck is going?" I mean, like, oh, okay. There's a lot of weird stuff in it, but my family, we all watched it, you know, so it's a good movie.
There you go.
Good family movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, family movie. But I'm gonna say I can't watch with my granddaughter, right?
It depends how your granddaughter is, I guess.
Well, she's.
I would say no, Joe. Let's just go that route. Do you prefer snow or rain?
I guess the rain. I hate the snow. I hate winter, period.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but I don't like being wet either like that. So I don't know. Depends how the snow is too. Really, how cold it is out there, I guess.
Yeah, I figured maybe you like snow better. Don't interrupt your racing at least.
I suppose actually, I actually was about to take a sprint car out on the ice last year almost. They have like some ice racing.
Yep,
around here.
I've seen that before on YouTube.
Yeah, but it ended up not happening because it actually got too warm towards the end of the beginning of the year. So
Maybe this year.
maybe we'll see.
If you do, we need to hear about it. You know, I mean, have mom or dad or somebody videotape it for us so we can watch it or get a GoPro.
Oh yeah, she'll be in the wood all the way around. Don't fear spinning all there.
No, okay. So if you're gonna be stranded on an island, what type of music do you need to have along to listen to?
I don't know, maybe like some rock. I'm not a big country person. Not really into hip hop actually. I don't know, rock and roll, man.
There you go.
Good vibe, you know.
Yep. That's what I like.
Pumps you up, you know. So yeah, I could do with some rock and roll.
Yep.
AC/DC, Metallica. I was really into Motley Crue.
Yep. Def Leppard.
Yep. Oh yeah.
There you
Actually,
go.
the first concert, the only concert I kind of went to. My dad brought all me and my sister to Kiss when we were like 10.
To Kiss.
That's awesome.
I had no idea who anybody was. All of a sudden, there was this guy coming down from the ceiling with his 12-inch tongue hanging out. I guess his name was Gene Simmons.
Yeah. Now you know.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat?
Recently it's been Raising Cane's because everything else is shut down. So I actually just went there at like midnight last night. They're the only thing open. Everything else closes at 7, 8, 9.
Well,
go to a bar, I guess. But
Mo-
that's close to my home.
most normal people eat before midnight.
Yeah. You're right. Not me.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He gets hungry. He's gonna go eat. Gosh dang
You
it.
don't care, you can eat for 6 years. So,
Mhm.
how about a favorite holiday?
I really like Halloween, but now it's turning into Christmas because me and my buddy just started a Christmas light decorating business. So hopefully that goes good. I like Christmas.
Oh.
A few years from now, I'll have to come down
So-
and hang my lights. I'll be too damn old to go up the ladder.
So what's the business called? Just in case anybody from up there is listening, 'cause they could call you and.
We just started a Facebook page. It's called the Twinkle Team.
Twinkle Tunes?
Team.
Twinkle Team.
Team, okay.
Yeah. A couple reindeers and lights. I had AI actually made the logo. It turned out really good, I thought.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll see how that goes.
you mainly just doing it up there by the cities then?
Yeah, kind of around here. Seems like a pretty good spot. Look, it sucks. We got a lot of competition. It seems like, so we're gonna have to be on our A game. First thing that's gonna happen, we're just gonna got a shit ton of Christmas lights, which ain't the worst, I guess.
Should have bought them last year. They were all on sale and clearance.
Yeah, we weren't thinking that far back.
Oh well, if it goes good this year, buy more of them in January and February.
That's the plan. Get a jump start on the thing.
There you go.
How many speeding tickets do you have?
I really should have a lot more. I drive as fast as my truck will go to work every day. So, but no, I only got one. I got it when I was 16. I was in 1994 Ford Pro, first car I had. It was going from a 60 to a 45, and I think I was doing like 70. Yeah, they got me pretty good. And I think I was late to work that day too, so I was young. If I would have known that 20 over was a misdemeanor, I would have fought it a little more. But yeah, so that's strong. But ever since that, I've been smooth sailing in it.
Maybe you need to set your alarm a little earlier so you're not so late for work. all
Don't
the
hit
time.
snooze.
Yeah, but then I get to work and I'm waiting. I think I go right to work.
Oh, so this one could be fun too. But what's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway or rode with somebody else going down the road?
God, it's probably in my sister's Corvette. I actually went by the police station, probably 140, I think.
By the
And
police.
then, yeah, I don't drive that car anymore. It's bad. It's bad news. I'll be in big, big trouble. So I never did that again.
Go back to the probe.
Yep. Well, you see, the probe's, she's probably a scrap now. I actually had a hole underneath the floor mat. I could probably fix it.
Oh, don't drive the probe.
So, how fast does the truck go to work each day then?
93 mile an hour. The cruise pops out 88.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I get to see a cop on the road I go. So until they do, it's going as fast as it can.
I'm sure it's going to be tomorrow, just so you know
Yeah,
that.
we talked about it.
We
It'll be
totally
this week
jinxed
anyhow.
you. Just send the bill to Tobe.
But I know it.
What's
It's okay, I know it.
What's your favorite drink or beverage?
I have to say Coca-Cola. I don't drink or nothing. Like, I don't drink alcohol, so I'm pretty innocent there. I don't know. I've been on an Arizona iced tea kick pretty much lately, the fruit punch flavor. So they give you the bigger can too, which is nice.
Yeah. Tobe's a Pepsi guy. I'm a Diet Coke guy, not a full throttle Coke guy.
Bud don't know what he's missing anymore.
I'm downshifting from Coca-Cola, but it's not completely out, but it's still my thing.
I still say we should hit Pepsi and Diet Coke up on sponsorship sometime. Just see if we can get anything out of them. But anyways, last question, then we'll let you go unless there's something that we forgot that you want to talk about yet. If you won the lottery, had all the money in the world, is there a faster pickup or a car or something that you've always wanted?
No, I really don't think so. What am I gonna? I don't know. Like fast car, yeah, it'd be cool to drive for a little bit, but
How about some?
what's it gonna do?
I think
In the garage.
Yeah.
I think the obvious answer.
Sprint car.
Yeah, I was gonna say the obvious answer is some motors for your 410.
410s.
Yeah, like honestly, if I had all the money in the world, there would be a lot of happy people, and there would be a lot of sprint cars racing.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, Brady, this has been nonstop laughing, and it's been awesome. You did an amazing job, and it's fun to hear you're going full time 410. I hope you come back to Houston some so we get to keep seeing you.
Yeah. We'll be back at Houston. It's not over because we're not in a 305, but we gotta do what makes sense right now for our program. And if the time comes where it does make sense, we'll definitely get on down there. But
Yep.
no, I appreciate you guys having me. Glad I got you guys to giggle a little bit.
Before you go, Andrew Sullivan says you gotta get a boat.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to buy a boat, but the bank doesn't like me putting $0 down on it, so.
Well, start small. Get a little John boat or something.
I know, my dad's got a nice boat, so I'm trying to one up him right off the bat, but it's not going too good.
Just save the money and put it into 410.
Yep.
Yep, that's where we're at now.
You don't have time to get in a boat anyhow.
I thought I did.
All right. Well, thanks a ton, Brady, and best of luck.
Yep, thank you. Nice talking to you guys.
Yep. Have
All
a good
right,
winter.
see ya.
Yep.
Bye bye. Oh man. Oh, Jamie sent us a video now.
Show you some pictures of Tobe. A little bit of the garage. Got to slow down. Those are just some up there. We got a bunch of sprint cars up here.
We got stuff. The shed outside is wrapped in wing panels. Linda's shed next door.
Look at that cool Steve Fokins shirt.
Snap-on girls.
I think that's the Indy, the 100th anniversary of Indy. The starting 33 cars, and most of them have signatures. Right there.
Those were mostly your brother Dean's, weren't they?
Then we go up on the roof. Roof ceiling. All the racetracks we've been to. We have a bunch of shirts that I need to get hung. Just waiting for a rainy day. Then there's just a bunch of sprint car shirts. Instead of wearing them, we display them. And then there's more on this wall yet. My mom and dad, Roy and Donna. A couple shirts back there, you see. There's Tobe.